You see what happens when you move too fast? Like, you see what happens when you were in a rush to go get some money and, like, you probably should have just slowed down and not been so greedy? Like, do you see what happens when you don't thoroughly research and you go ahead and you stick your behind in something that you had no business going and doing in the first place just to try to get rich quick? You probably shouldn't have done that, huh? This was a damn good book. If you have not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I am dropping book reviews. This book, The Phone Book by Cameron Warren, I wish that I was able to find this author on any platform besides Goodread or Amazon. This book was 20 pages, but it did it for me, okay? I absolutely loved the plot and the twist at the end because that is not what I was foreseeing at all. Excuse me, I hiccuped. I really and truly thought, like, yes, like this character is going to come out on top on the end. But at the same time, within the first 4 pages, I felt like the main character was being trolled. So let me go ahead and read the book overview. It says an aging pawnbroker attempts to find the stash of from an old bank robbery using a phone book that can call beyond the grave. This book came out February 16th of 2024. I found the book on Amazon when I was scrolling through what books were like free for the day or whatever. Through, let me see, what genre was I looking at the time? 30-minute mysteries, thriller, and suspense short reads. I love me a good short read because it allows me to read more books in a day and to experience more authors and more writing styles in a day. So I thoroughly enjoy it. Now, this book here, okay? The characters in this book, really, I would say you got about 3 or 4 characters. Really, it's nothing crazy because, again, there it's 20 pages, so you're not going to have to sit here and struggle to remember who is who. Now, the main character is Herb Warner, okay? He is basically working the hours that he deems the graveyard shift. He's flipping through a Playboy magazine while he's at his little shop where people come and try and sell things. And he's really basically waiting for the crackheads to come in. He's waiting for them to come in and want to pawn things off so he can get his money and he can go about his business. But my boy Herb has a phone book in the shop that allows you to look up the phone numbers of people that are deceased. But Herb has a phone that you can call them on. Now, you can't just use the phone book and just call them off any phone. You have to use Herb's phone. The only kick is this phone to call the deceased that are in the phone book is $200 per call. I'm not going to lie. This author was very innovative with this because I have not seen this theme played out yet. I haven't seen this before. So that's what really had me like, okay, I see what you're doing here. Let me see what's going to happen. Now, a detective comes in and he's like, so I'm a retired detective, whatever. I'm interested in your phone book. Let me see, let me give it a shot. I'm just bored. I'm retired. I retired a couple weeks ago. Let me give this a shot. And Herb is kind of like, I don't need this detective in my damn business. Like, I have some shenanigans that I do in this business that I don't need him going back and telling his police friends that are still working. But at the same time, he's like, you know what? It's $200. I'll take your money like it's fine. Now, the first time the detective makes the call, he's not hearing anything. So he's like, I'm gonna hang up the phone. So then he's like, let me call again. And Herb tells him, like, no, bro, like, you gotta pay your $200 again. You can't. What do you think this is? This isn't a payphone. This is a legitimate business that I'm running. Like, this is not that. So the man pays again and he doesn't get a response from the person he's trying to call. Why is he so hell bent on calling this person? He won't even tell Herb why he's trying to call him. And when he tells Herb the name, Herb is like, that name sounds super familiar, but I don't know why. Why is the name so important and familiar? Because the person he's looking up robbed a bank years ago, stashed the money off somewhere, and no one knows where it's at. I will say the way that this story ended, I said, damn, my boy. You see what happens when you move too fast? Like, you see what happens when you were in a rush to go get some money and, like, you probably should have just slowed down and not been so greedy? Like, do you see what happens when you don't thoroughly research and you go ahead and you stick your behind in something that you had no business going and doing in the first place just to try to get rich quick? You probably shouldn't have done that, huh? This was a damn good book. If you have not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I am dropping book reviews every week. At this point, I have book reviews scheduled months in advance to drop because I am reading so many good books. I have a goal of reading 150 books, whether that's manga books, whatever you call it, um, novellas, short stories. Now, I be proud of me. I done read a 400-page book this year, and y'all, that's not happening too often around these parts. Why? Because I get burned out from reading the same story. If there's too many characters, I'm like, you know what? I really don't give a damn about this. I'm not emotionally invested. I like a good short read that just retwists my hair for me. That's what I like. Okay. Remorseful is available for 99 cents on Amazon still. My Favorite X is still available for free with Amazon and Barnes and Noble's Kobo as well. Okay. So thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next book review. Bye.